What is up, guys? Welcome back to the channel, and we've got another old truck on the channel. Some of you guys have seen this on the background of my videos, and actually a lot of you guys have messaged me on Instagram and asked, what the heck is that? So this is not mine, this is my dad's. We all got projects. This is my dad's project truck, so we kind of share the same deal about liking old trucks and whatnot. So this is his project truck, and this is gonna be a full walk around of what it is, but we are doing some brake stuff on it. That's why it's in here. This is it's a Frankenstein Ford is what I like to call it. It's pretty awesome. It's got potential, but it needs a lot of love. It was done completely wrong, and it's awful. I wish we would have got our hands on it before the other guy did, but it's a Frankenstein. So it is a 1970 F100 cab on 3/4 ton. I think it's on a 3/4 ton 78 frame and axles, and it has a fuel injected 460 out of a 94, so it's been swapped. I don't know what the deal was behind the frame and the axles being a 3/4 ton. I don't know if he just had a parts truck that was a 78 and that's what he wanted to put the cab on, but it has insane amounts of cancer that need fixed. We need new fenders, new doors. The doors open beautifully. It has some insanely mint second gen Laramie seats in it that work awesome. I think power even works on them. It's thrown together. It needs a different steering wheel. The shifter it's a ratchet shifter, but it's just bolted to the floor. We need to make a stand, but we would kind of like to fix it up. It's our farm truck, has a flatbed on it. We call it our farm truck. We don't really use it much because it's been in the shop more than it's been here, really. It's got a whole bunch of new parts. I haven't worked on it any, but this is the first time I'm working on it, and I should have worked on it more. I kind of feel bad. But it had a whole bunch of just gremlins, basically. And a lot of it's been worked out. It's running well now. We're putting a new master cylinder on it and bleeding all the lines and kind of getting the brakes lined out. We put on, the ground cables were messed up. The damn thing wouldn't hardly start. All the cables were just junk. So we fixed all that. But it's starting to come along. But like I said, it's kind of neat because, I mean, it's old truck. It's got a new fuel injected 460. It runs well. It's the right idea, but we just need to get it done right, if you know what I mean. We'd like to ditch this bumper and get an original chrome smooth bumper on there and the correct grill inserts. It's got some sort of chicken wire looking stuff in here. We need a different intake setup for the 460, and we need to fix the rust. We need to find new body panels, and I could probably shoot it with some paint, and then I need to go under and do up the undercarriage real nice. But yeah, this is Dad's project, toy, farm truck, whatever you want to call it. My mom, she loves it. She wants to get it good enough so she can drive it every day into town and stuff. And that's kind of the goal right now. The problem was you'd push on the brakes, it'd go straight to the floor, no resistance. So most of you guys know, if you have a very stiff brake pedal and it will not budge and it will not stop, your booster's no good. If it's super mushy and it just goes straight to the floor, your master is no good. So we are fixing the master because that was our problem. And hopefully it will officially stop well. It runs and drives just fine, with the exceptions of a few inconveniences like that ratchet shifter. We need to build a Keller. I mean, I don't know if you guys know my brother. He's got the Toyota. He is an insanely good welder. That's kind of his thing. So he'll probably have to build a mount to set it up about yay high so it's armrest height. These seats are a little bit, I don't know, the way they're mounted, it's just a little bit cockeyed, you can tell. There's some small things that we could fix, starting with this freaking steering wheel. The guy who had it before put this alarm system on it, and it used to just randomly go off. We got all that stripped out of there without this thing freaking out. Somebody tried to modernize it, and it almost just didn't work at all. So we've been fixing a lot of it. It's a pretty sweet ride. As you guys know, I would like to get some welds on this thing in the near future. Back whenever I had my 14s, I almost mounted one up on here because it would be awesome, but that's probably going to be the end goal. Probably keep the flatbed on it just because it's the farm truck. We might touch up the paint on it. Finding an original bed probably wouldn't be very easy, and getting it mounted right on this 78 frame wouldn't be easy. Some of the stuff up here is a 78 as well, like that master cylinder. All the brake stuff's from a 78. It's got all power brakes, power steering, the whole 9 yards. The steering is goofy because it didn't want to line up very well with this cab and then this chassis configuration. I don't know if it'll, GoPro probably can't pick up the lights. It's got a bunch of new parts on the front end, new lockers, new shocks, new brakes on the front end, which they don't look like it's because they've been setting so long. And then all the steering linkages and all that stuff's new. Tie rod ends are new and things like that. But it has been getting tons of work done to it, so there's no reason this thing couldn't be driven into town every day, ideally, and that is the end goal. It has like a 3-inch body lift in order to make all this fit right, which I don't know. I personally, if you guys know my opinions on things, you know I don't like body lifts. They don't hide well, and it's very obvious on this truck, and that's kind of one of the downsides to it. But it doesn't bother Dad much. He doesn't really notice it. So, but if it was cleaned up, that would be awesome. So that's going to be our main goal with this thing. Maybe if we can, the electrical gremlins I think are fixed. If we can keep them away, we might throw some LEDs in here so he can see better, and then mess with these side markers a little bit, get those brightened up and make them into a running light, because I think they just work as blinkers right now. But this old technology, sometimes making new stuff go into it, it does not like it, and this is a perfect example. But it's really cool, and we enjoy it. Here's the fill tank. We were having, it liked to vapor lock for some reason, and it would vapor lock all the time and would just die. So we've kind of got that fixed, so it's running now. It shifts pretty good now. It steers pretty good, and now we're working on the stopping part of it. So I think this'll fix our problem. The only reason we didn't finish it tonight is 1, can't get any brake fluid. I'll have to wait till tomorrow. 2, if you guys can see right here, this line, turn you guys up. This line right here is this fitting is smaller than the inlet right here, so I'm gonna get an adapter at Eisenhower's tomorrow and get that fixed, so it'll be bolted up, and then all we'll have to do is get a bunch of fluid and bleed this baby, and she should be ready to be on the road, which every parents will be very happy. But me and Dad have been knocking this out today. We've been getting some stuff done, so it's taking up the garage spot or the shop spot for now, but we will get this thing on the road and driving, and hopefully it'll be good to go and ready to have some miles put on it. But if you guys want to see more of, I refer to this truck as the farm truck because that's what everybody calls it. So if you guys want to see more of the old Ford farm truck, let me know in the comments. It's a pretty cool truck. I can easily, we have to work on it all the time, so it could easily be in a bunch of videos. But yeah, and it's definitely old school crew approved. It is old and it seems well. It's got some Eagles or Mickeys sitting over there, but there's like a 16x9. We need some welds on this thing. That's good. So that's gonna be it for today. Whenever we finish up the brake and pull this thing out, I will get you guys another little clip. All right, guys, so this is the end of the weekend. We got Old Blue wrapped up. It does, I mean, it at least stops now. It's not as good as it could be, in my opinion, but I don't think these old style brakes are that great anyway. The booster's good, the pads, rotors, everything's good. No air in the lines, new master. I'm gonna do some research on the proportioning valves and whatnot to see if that could be the issue or if there's something there. But I mean, it stops and drives and everything now, so it's better than it was, and it is actually drivable. So we're gonna be happy with it and just drive it for now, and then if I can find anything to look into, we'll look into it. But that'll be it for this one. We just maintenance on the farm truck really is all it is. So until next time on the Old School Crew, we will see you guys later, and have a good one.